Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louda. Shit, I hope Karu's not telling us lies, but I hope he's telling us lies. I hope he's not telling us the truth. Because if he is, that means that Okita still has tuberculosis, which is probably why the doctor was like, I hope you don't like him because that would be very unfortunate. But, I don't know, and I just drank the water of life, so of course I'm gonna become a bloodthirsty maniac, which is great. Let's just get started. Okita swung out at Karu, but Karu vanished into thin air, leaving behind only an ethereal smoke amidst a misty sky. Suddenly, I felt hot all over, and I was overcome with an aggressive case of nausea. It was as if a malevolent force awoke to inhabit my body, bursting from its husk and taking shape. Okita wrapped his arms tightly around my shoulders. Through squinting eyes, I saw Okita's eyes glow with worry as he tried to comfort me. Fine. I tried mustering a smile, but my vision was losing its focus, and Okita's face became more and more blurry. Okita forced his eyes shut, biting into his lower lip out of frustration. It almost seemed like it hurt him more than it hurt me. Oh. Oh God. No. Okita spoke through gritted teeth. His words were heavy with guilt. It's not your fault, Okita. I let my guard down. But Okita only bit into his lip more deeply, shaking his head in frustration. Oh, no. No. He looked down, muttering in a nearly inaudible tone to himself. Oh, you care about me? Oh, God. The remorse sat heavily on Okita's shoulders. It killed me to think I was at fault for how much he was tearing himself apart inside. Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just kidding. Oh, I am fine. Fine. Just a little dizzy. Forget about it. Let's hurry. We need to meet back up with Kondo. Okita looked as if he wanted to respond, but instead he turned up to stare at the clouds above. Huh? Then that means... Kondo... I felt lightheaded, as if my blood had left my body. We entrusted Yamazaki with the objective of keeping Kondo safe, but was he really able to protect him? If he's dead right now, that would suck. Part of me believed that. While I hoped Okita was right, he was trying to convince himself more than me. The chilly mountain wind lifted his words away, scattering them across the rows of trees around us. After picking ourselves back up, Okita and I began to head for Ito. I didn't change or anything, so I guess I'm fine, right? I didn't change into a fury. Oh, he's suffering. Right. Normally, the sunlight would have been quite pleasant. But now, the sunlight beat harshly on my skin, and it nearly suffocated me. We were just walking. It wasn't even strenuous. I had never realized how unbearable this condition could be. No, I'm fine. What? I'm not
わからないはずないでしょ。何より君は鬼なんだから。僕たち以上の苦しみを味わってるかもしれないんだ。
Thanks. He scolded me sternly, but there was nothing really that I could say.
本当はすごく辛いのに意地を張ってるのは僕に遠慮してるから。
Well, words struggled to come to mind.
少し休憩しようか。木陰に入れば日の光の元にいるよりはマシだと思うから。
Fine. But we don't have time to
平気だよ。江戸まではまだ結構あるし。今のうちに休んでおいた方が先々のためにもなると思う。
Fine.
それに僕だって日中は辛くないわけじゃないしね。
You look fine, so I'm not that concerned, but oh, right. I was so focused on my own discomfort that I'd forgotten to consider how Okita must have been feeling. Since he had become a fury, it must have been agonizing for him to be under sunlight as well. Oh, I'm so sorry for being insensitive.
水臭いな。いちいち謝らなくてもいいよ。
But I know you hope to reach Kondo as soon as possible, Okita. Okita averted his gaze. His silence had all but confirmed what I was only thinking.
もちろん近藤さんのことは気になるけど、あの土方さんがついてるんだし、最悪の事態にはならないはずだよ。
You were just trashing on Hijikata. I sensed a coldness in his voice. I was sure that, at the end of the day, Okita trusted Hijikata still, but it seemed as though his trust was conditional and that Okita nursed an inner conflict about it. Hijikata knows what he's doing.
そう。嫌味なぐらい先の先まで考えて動く上、手段を選ばない。そういうところが気に入らないんだけど。そんな顔しなくてもいいじゃない。新選組幹部だって人間だし、好き嫌いはあるよ。
Why do you dislike him? It doesn't make any sense.
少し休むだけの余裕はあるってことを言いたかったんだ。
How should I respond? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All of the guilt in my heart was almost impossible to contain by this point, so I found myself apologizing. It's not that I don't trust you or Hijikata. It's just that I couldn't help but feel anxious about Kondo's well-being. If Kaoru hadn't gotten in our way, then Okita and I would have been able to find the chief and ensure his safety. Thinking about what choices we could have changed did nothing to stop the flow of tears down my face. Oh, now I'm crying. Because I'm the reason Kaoru comes after us. If it weren't for me, Kaoru wouldn't have been in the picture, meaning Okita wouldn't have needed to drink the water of life. As if the curse of becoming a fury wasn't enough, the serum did nothing to cure his tuberculosis. Instead, it was consuming him, spreading it through his body. There's no way this is gonna be a happy ending. He's gonna die. Like, there's no way. But... Okita's slender fingers reached to touch my cheeks. He gently nudged the tears away before they could drop to the ground. Oh, that's nice of him. That's like the first nice thing he's done in like 5 years. Just kidding. It was bewildering to witness this tender side of Okita, and at first I flinched, worried he would hurt me. That's terrible! I felt bad thinking that he was wasting any amount of emotional energy on me as I cried in front of him. But the tears kept flowing, and like clockwork, Okita comforted me with the soft tickle of his hands as they wiped away each tear with a warm touch. Oh. I want to hug Okita. He's so nice. His voice is so familiar to me now, and he spoke to me as if he were assuring a small child. He's like mom. He's literally a mom.
君を甲府に連れてくるって決めたのは僕だったよね。君を置き去りにしないで、こうして一緒に帰るって決めたのも僕だ。だから君は何も気にしないで、ただそばにいてくれればいい。
Okay, mom. Okita's words were quite thoughtful, and it was difficult to feel like I deserved to hear them. However, he had a way of wiggling his way into my ear to melt away my anxieties. Thinking about all of this made it harder to stop crying.
わかった。
I couldn't look him in the eye, but I nodded.
うなずくだけじゃなくて、ちゃんと返事をしてくれなきゃ。
Okay. You liked me crying?
いい子だね、千鶴ちゃん。
Okita wiped my tears once more, delicately placing his fingers under my chin until I stopped crying. And in his warmth, I began to realize I am in love with Okita. I loved him more than anything or anyone, and there was no chance of stopping it.
僕のために泣いてくれる人が近藤さん以外にいるなんて。
You're crying too!
僕なんてたとえ死んじゃっても誰も気にしないと思ってたのに。
Oh. His voice was barely above a whisper, and each word seemed to pull out of him the reminder of distant, bitter memories. What? I raised my head up in hopes of asking him what he meant by that, but...
なんでもないよ。
Oh, whoops. Okita shut his mouth, leaving me to ponder what had been hurting this man for so long.
こっちにおいで、千鶴ちゃん。
Probably the tuberculosis, but... Okay. Okita clasped my hand, leading me to a cool shaded area away from the trail. Ooh. Oh. Taking a seat under the tree was soothing reprieve, and one I felt immediately as I left the sunlight.
どう？だいぶ楽になったでしょ？僕の方が先に羅刹になったんだから。先輩の言うことは聞くものだよ。
Okay. Thank you, Okita. If we take a breather here, I think I'll get myself... What? I think I'll get myself to keep going. There we go.
休憩だけじゃ足りないよ。ちょっと眠った方がいい。
What? What? Me and her had the same reaction. What? I'm fine. I'm not tired enough to sleep.
君って見た目に似合わず、意地っ張りだよね。
That's so rude. Why do you go from like the sweetest person to the most rude person?
自分では気づいてないだろうけど。今倒れそうな顔してるよ。
You look like shit. Oh, thanks, Okita. Well, watching him sigh out of frustration made it more difficult to offer any more objections.
ほら、もっと近くにおいでよ。離れてたら風邪ひいちゃう。
Picture get, maybe? Okita drew me into his chest. Picture get! Oh my god, this is so cute! Oh my god, Chizuru, I'm so happy for you! Okay. The suddenness of his actions made me flustered, and it was difficult to resist.
こうやって僕も一緒に寝るから。遠慮なんてしなくてもいいからね。
Okay, you're very forward all of a sudden. Okita. I barely had any room to budge in his arms, and I was tight in his warm embrace. My cheeks burned with color. I could almost feel the blood rise to the surface of my skin, and of course, I was blushing. Wow, we're like in there.
別に取って食べたりはしないよ。
You're gonna eat it? Who says that? It's so cute. It's such a cute picture. But he's like, I'm like in between his legs. I don't know where I'm at. Like, we see one leg. Where's the other leg? I don't know. I know, but how could I keep myself calm when the man I loved held me delicately in his arms? I was pretty sure Okita hadn't intended anything by the gesture, but...
少し寝なくちゃ。夜になったらもう少し楽に動けるはずだから。
I look more like a girl now than I did before, I think. I don't know. Okay. And I'm asleep. I closed my eyes. Being in the protective arms of Okita, enraptured by his scent and his kindness, I felt all of my worries drifting away across the expanse of the mountain. Me. I'm just kidding. The soft pitter-patter of his heartbeat caught my ear, and as I rested my cheeks on him, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Peace. Right before I fell asleep. Oh, he looks sad all of a sudden. I could hear Okita muttering to himself.
人を殺すときためらったことなんてほとんどないんだけどね。誰に嫌われても恨まれても構わないってずっと思ってたの。あの時だけは体が動かなかった。君にだけはどうしても嫌われたくなかったってことなのかな。
Oh my god, it's all worth it, guys. It's beautiful. My head felt out of sorts as I tried falling asleep, making the attempt to parse what he had been saying as a hazy endeavor. However, the sentiment behind his words made all the difference, and I witnessed an emotional display that he would have never shown me. I became swept in this sensation, this acute sense of trust and safety, and my heart melted. Oh, I'm so happy. You have no idea. This is beautiful. Ooh, we're in chapter 2. Oh, man. God, I really like him. Now, I'm glad that we've chose him. I regretted it at first, but, you know, it's worth it. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. We hid in the shadows of a back alley. I peeked around the corner to see the Imperial Army's forces, fresh in the Western garb, approaching us. Oh, God. Both Okita and I looked at one another, holding our breaths as we waited for them to pass us. As soon as they were out of our sight, Okita let out a tremendous sigh of relief. Yeah, it's pretty freaky. Yeah, we don't really want to be known as the people who killed everyone that tried to stop us. By the time we arrived in Edo, we had discovered that the state of the city had completely changed. Numerous Imperial troops were patrolling what seemed to be every street corner, so there was hardly any moment where we could lower our guard. Let's haul ass. Okay. We carefully dodged enemy soldiers as we weaved through the city streets before making our way back to the hiding place. I hope everyone's alive. When we made our way back to safety, a feeling of relief washed over me. I gasped at the thought of us actually having reduced our lifespans from the constant movement. I'm sure we're fine. Thanks, Okita. No, my cheeks felt hot, and I realized I just wasn't used to Okita being so encouraging. You're right. What was going on in Edo? How are the Shinsengumi men doing? We were completely in the dark with these things. It's been a while since we've slept on a futon. As we hustled back to Edo from Kofu, we had a scant amount of time to travel, let alone give ourselves time to stay in an inn, so we usually slept outdoors. You're unbearable. Whoa! What do you mean by that? Don't tease me. I wonder if Okita thought of me as nothing more than just a silk kimono and a warming stone, as if that was all I could offer. I'll return to my room. Please get some sleep, Okita. Yeah, bye, bitch. I stood up and bowed courteously, and just as I stepped from out of the room... Oh god, I heard Okita's voice shriek behind me, and I rushed back to him. Okita? Whoa, what the fuck's going on? He dug his nails firmly into the flesh of his bicep as he was consumed with an agonizing pain. This reaction, there was no doubt what it could be. It must be bloodlust. Oh, shit. God, I don't want him to be corrupted, because I feel like if I make him endure it, he's gonna get corrupted. And, whatever. Blood. Here, take it. If I were to give him some of my blood, then it should soothe the symptoms of his bloodlust. I clasped the handle of my kotachi on my hip, but for some reason, I couldn't bring myself to draw it out. Would it actually be safe for him to drink my blood like this? Kaoru had told us that drinking the water of life could cure Okita's tuberculosis, but in the end, it was all a lie. So, could the possibility of drinking my blood helping to suppress the serum symptoms be a lie too? Then, was there anything I could do for him? Okita had seemed understandably adamant in his refusal to drink blood. Would it be right of me to make the same proposition to him as he suffered before my eyes? And we're gonna stop here! So now Okita's fucking dying. Every single episode end is gonna be, hey, so-and-so's dying, now we're dying together, now he's dying alone. I keep giving him blood, but I mean, dude, like, I don't want him to be corrupted with bloodlust, or else he's gonna go cuckoo bananas and kill everybody, which is even worse. Oh boy. Okay, well, next episode, we're gonna give Okita blood.